understand it, and I did the same exact thing. And now the conversation and the repercussions gonna be a little bit different. But look, since I'm swagging up today on this host, swagging on these boys, swagoo style. Look, we going from one MVP of one league, and I gotta talk about a former MVP of another league. God darn this one.
I know where you're going. Where you're going, and it hurts you a little bit.
It hurt me a lot bit. Is that
okay?
That's, we make words up. So
it
hurt me a lot bit. Yeah, it hurt me a lot bit. Okay. And this one, because this is the Brody. This is a guy that I went to war with. This is a guy, and not just the guy, we're going to talk about the team that he plays for as well. This is actually the father of one of my, the godfather of one of my kids. Yep. So, but at the end of the day, he knows like I know, I got a job to do, okay? I got a job to do. And guess what? I'm not about to crucify him. I'm just about to dive into how I feel about what's going on. Okay, so, and I'm unapologetic about it, okay? I'm just letting you know. All right, so here's the thing. We're talking about my boy Russell Westbrook and the Los Angeles Lakers and how they're sitting at 500. Swaggo, they sitting at 500. By the way, two of those losses are to the Oklahoma City.
Yeah, man.
The Oklahoma City Thunder. So when I look at the Lakers, man, and I look at Russ, and I look at what's going on, I'm trying to put everything together, okay? First, I want to jump on the Lakers. What the Lakers have to realize is they have possibly six, I believe six, future Hall of Famers on their team. And I know 100%. They're a little old, but they have six. So what they become eye candy. So let me give you a little definition of what I mean, or a little example of eye candy.
I'm a window shopper.
Yeah. It's just like that. A little definition of eye candy. So let me say this. My freshman year, it's an example of this. My freshman year in high school, you know what I mean? I was eye candy. You see what I'm saying? I was eye candy.
I was sexy.
Yeah, 6'7", 215 pounds, incoming, a freshman fresh on campus.
Ooh.
Knowing I'm starting on varsity. I had an older cousin, a girl cousin that was in the 11th grade. You know what I mean? And her friends used to say, "Baby, who is that? Baby, who is
that?" My little cousin.
So this is what I'm saying. When you eye candy and you hot, right? And you the talk of the school and you the talk of the NBA, what you gonna get? You gonna give people best shot every day. So every day I had to get my mental together because I knew I was going to school and I was going to get their best shot. What they was, hey, Perk, let me carry your books. You know what I mean? You need some work to be done. I'm going to get their best shot. So
they was aggressive. They wanted to carry your books. They was aggressive, Perk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had to carry books.
Yeah. So what ended up happening was this. I get to school, my first couple weeks, we get progress reports every, I believe, 3 weeks or 6? Yeah, 3 weeks, right? You
every
get 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's old school though, Perk.
Right. That's old.
Yeah.
So my first progress report was horrible. You know what I'm saying? And so my basketball coach, Coach Butte, he was like, look, you don't get these grades up. First, I got licks. We got hit with the paddle. I don't know what they do in the new school, but we got
can't do that no more. People be calling police.
So what ended up happening was I had to get my mental together, and get back on track of what I'm here for, to get my books and to make sure I'm able to be the best version of Kendrick Perkins, the basketball player as well. How can I do that? By locking in. So when I look at the Los Angeles Lakers, the talent is there, but they have to lock in, especially Russ. People think I was about to crucify Russ. I'm not. See, Russ is going through a lot. First of all, it's already pressure when you playing
being home.
No, not just at home, but when you playing on the team with LeBron James.
Oh yeah.
You don't even look. I played with a lot of future Hall of Famers, but when I got to Cleveland, I said, man, this type of energy this dude got to deal with, and his teammates, this get a little different. And so you take into account LeBron James and Russ, like you said, going home. Now it's time to lock in even more. So you know what I'm saying? P-Shoe and Jabali and all them that's at the crib, your partners, your friends, your family. Nah, dog, I gotta lock in. Commercials, events, I deal with that after the season. And I know Russ. So when I'm saying this, I'm looking at Russ with some of he's leading the NBA in turnovers. So some of his turnovers are not, it's uncharacteristic.
That's not who he is. Yeah.
That's not who he is. Him airballing pull-up jumpers from the elbow is not who Russell Westbrook is. You can say what you want, but his elbow shooting has always been automatic. It's his threes that we all.
It's the threes, yeah.
So, but that goes to show me, no, Russ, you got to lock in. And so when I heard his interview the other day, he told one reporter, Swagoo, he said, it's no pressure. And I'm thinking to myself, the hell if it ain't, it's a lot of pressure. You asked for a trade from the Wizards to go home to Los Angeles to team up with LeBron James and Anthony Davis to do one thing and one thing only, to get your ring. So yes, it is pressure, because being on the contender, that's pressure.
That's pressure.
So I just feel, this is my personal belief, that Russell Westbrook is going to lock in. Russell Westbrook is going to be better, and the Lakers are going to be better, but they have to lock in. No more outside distractions. I need to hear what you got to say about it.
Brody, this was my fear with the Lakers, man. Was, I mean, obviously we had all the conversations about how they would coexist, especially him and LeBron, two ball dominant guys. And that's a whole nother X's and O's thing that you can get into weekly on NBA Today. What is that, Perk? 3 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern. You know
3 p.m. Eastern.
Hosted by Malika, you know.
Yeah. Y'all fire over there, by the way. Y'all fire. Y'all got a great show.
You know what we doing. Show. You know what we doing, right? We trying to set the same standard that the NFL Live show brings. You know what I mean? Now, we just scratching the surface, because right now y'all must see TV. Y'all been must see TV. So we trying to follow, you know what I mean, y'all energy. We trying to follow y'all insight. We trying to follow y'all togetherness.
That's the key. That's the key. I'm gonna shoot that lead advice, and then I'm gonna get back to the Lakers. Hey man, y'all communicate with each other. We got a group chat with NFL Live. We talk to each other for real. Our disagreements ain't angry. They just disagreements. And we joke on each other without it being personal. Everybody know, everybody open season. Okay, so it don't matter, right? That's literally, that's the formula for our show. You know how it go. When you in the middle of it, you ain't thinking like, oh, we got a really good show. You just doing your show. We doing our thing. But back to Russ and the Lakers, man, and we gonna bounce, because you said a lot of what I would say. But here's what I would say, Perk. I will be absolutely disappointed if they don't figure this out. Because the one thing that I said before this season started, and everybody was talking about how old this roster was and what they were going to have to go through, the one thing that gave me concern was coexisting with Bron and Russ. Like, how would you put that on the floor and get one of them? And we all know LeBron has no problem being a facilitator. No problem at all. The problem is with Russ, he's a scorer and a facilitator. This dude triple-double king, bro. Yep. Like, he ain't never, for the last, 8 years, Russ made it go everywhere, right? So when y'all left OKC and he was doing this thing, and when he went to, when he was in OKC on that deal, it was him. It was his show. I went to see him play the Mavericks. I was like, this dude is unreal. It's unbelievable how athletic he is and how good he is with the ball in his hand. But here's the thing with the Lakers, and I'm going to go. If they don't figure it out, if they don't figure out, one, how to coexist with each other, if they don't figure out the gravity of the moment, because you mentioned Russ, but Carmelo also need one. All right, and that was the idea of getting them over there. Dwight got one, AD got one, LeBron got one, Rondo got one. Like, so the two guys that have been perennial superstars, top 75 players in the league, need a ring. And somebody in that, and you know what gives us hope is that we've seen LeBron mold that thing, and finally it started to look like it's supposed to look. That's what that's what give everybody pause not to panic. But the bottom line is, to your point, Russ, Melo, locking in, but also buying into what you need to be to win a championship. Just for this 1 year, bro. Just lock in for this 1 year and be what you need to be to win a championship.
Come on.
Perk, I know you got something. Go ahead.
No, look, one thing about it is when you dive into your basketball analyst, I already know what you about to say because you know the damn game. So when you say that, you know what word came to mind? Sacrifice.
Sacrifice, bro.
Sacrifice whatever you got to sacrifice. And that's not just on the courts.
No.
Stats-wise. Sacrifice whatever you got to do off the court, because what you're trying to accomplish is greater than one individual.
Yes, man.
That's it. That's it.
And it's hard as hell to do it. If you got any doubt, you ain't gonna win no championship. You ain't gonna win it. You ain't gonna win it. I won one in college. I didn't win one in the pros. You won one in the pros. That's the highest level. But I know when we were on our way to win a national championship at LSU, there was no doubt every time we stepped on the field, we was gonna win. None. That don't mean you gonna win them all, but you can't have that doubt. You can't have that doubt. Everybody got to buy in, man. Everybody got to buy in. I like you hosting. What we talking about next?
You know, as we talking, I'm processing because it ain't no teleprompter. You know what I mean? I'm going straight from the dome. So, you know, we talked about basketball. We talking about sacrificing. We talked about championships. Now we need to talk about the championship of the NFL. The Super Bowl.
Man.
We need to talk about the Super Bowl, because I'm going to lead with this. Right now, I don't know who